We're back.
Where have you been?
Where have we been?
I know.
It's take 10.
Take 10. We're back. We just have a lot to talk about.
We sure do, because it's been a minute.
Pitter patter, let's get at her.
Let's get to it. So it is September, freaking A, the 4th.
The summer went by too fast.
Yeah. So we find the 30-year fixed at 6.484% on average right now. Mm-hmm. The lowest that we've seen since last September. So it's been a year journey back to this way.
Oh, man. And if you remember what happened last September, everybody was all amped up because they thought rates were going to drop.
Yep. And if this sounds familiar, it's happening again right now. So the Federal Reserve is talking about lowering rates again in September, and we have the same deja vu kind of thing happening. So let's talk about that for a second.
First of all, are they lowering mortgage rates, Corey?
Right. I feel like we say this all the time, but you can't say it enough. The Federal Reserve does not control mortgage rates with their Fed funds rate.
They do not.
So they are lowering their Fed funds rate, which is an overnight rate, literally overnight, short-term in nature. So credit cards, home equity lines of credit, those things will adjust. Mortgage rates are long-term rates, and those are determined by the bond market. And so the bond market decides. It doesn't, it looks at Fed action, and if it agrees or disagrees, it'll move. And
so when word is on the street that they are going to drop prime rate, everybody gets frisky in the bond market. That typically happens 30 days prior to the drop.
100%.
Is that about right?
100%. All right, so here's something you can talk about at parties. There is a tool out there called CME FedWatch. People trade the probabilities of the Fed lowering or raising rates like they trade bonds or stocks. And so right now, there is a 97.6% chance that the Fed will drop rates in September. So I would ask you, if I know that, and you know that, and this tool knows that, do you think that the people that trade bonds also know that?
Yeah.
So they've already priced in the current Fed rate drop. It's already in.
It's already in there.
So what we're looking at now is, what about October? Okay,
future rate drops.
That's right. So October, now we have a 52% chance of another rate drop in October. That gets people excited. And then
what happens when that doesn't come through?
When that doesn't come through, you see mortgage rates rise back up.
When that expectation is not met,
that's right,
the rates will go up.
That's right. So you can literally just Google CME FedWatch. You can pull up this tool at any time and see it. And you can watch mortgage rates trade on future Fed probabilities. So future.
How many people out there wish they had bought a house a year ago, even though the rates did go up a little bit?
Yep.
And here we are again. So let history help you determine your future.
Or even refinances. I mean, we were guilty of this. We looked at last year and we're like, hey, rates are coming down. Let's get everybody ready to refi. And when they come down, we'll do it. And then they never did. And so you've got people that have been paying a rate towards 8% for another year.
Which is expensive.
It's expensive.
You know what? Something that we are doing is the Half Point Kickoff.
That's right.
This is a great way. This is a great way to also help get people off the fence a little bit. Right. We have something that we are doing through the end of the year.
Yep.
Half a point off of whatever their current rate is that we lock them in at. So if they have their 30-year fixed at the 6.49, they get 0.5% off. So now for the first year or first 12 payments, they're at 5.99.
Yep.
And then they can sit there and wait for another year on the rates to drop. And if they don't happen, at least they captured the appreciation in the market, and they're putting money back into their own pocket.
Totally lender paid. We're covering the cost of this. It costs your borrower nothing.
Yep. Corporate's chipping in.
And so just a quick, it's just like a 1.0 or a 2.1 temporary buy down, except it's 0.5%, and it's lender paid by us. So just as Lisa said, for 1 year, they're going to have a rate 0.5 point lower than their market rate on a 30-year fixed through the end of the year.
And we don't have to price it into the rate itself.
Nope.
It's just whatever your rate is, it's below that.
That's right.
So take advantage of that and get some of these people off the fence.
That's right. Let's go with it. And that is conventional loans, purchases, and refinances, but not cash out. So there you go. Let's do it. Okay. Super important to get folks off the fence and get them to moving. Let's talk about VA for a second.
Okay.
because we've had some cool tips and tricks.
I do. Yes, we just found out one yesterday.
Yep. And that was if you have a veteran that is planning to rent their residence, but they don't have a tenant yet, then they can get a realtor who is not a party to the transaction. So if you're their agent, you can't do this. But a realtor can run comps, and you can use that to offset their current mortgage payment.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Isn't that awesome?
Who knew? I have a personal story of one. I know Lisa's done this before to qualify someone, but I just had one last month where borrower and realtor had negotiated this huge seller credit to fix a bunch of stuff.
I love this trick. Okay.
But like, we'll say the seller credit was $17,000 and closing costs were like $10,000, right? So you can't get cash back at closing. You have to either buy the rate down or find something else to do with it. With VA only, the seller can pay debt off for the veteran. So what we told him was, hey, just run up your credit card. Just put everything that you would typically pay cash on your credit card, keep your cash, and then we'll pay the credit cards off at closing, and then you can use your cash for repairs.
It's the only time a lender will tell you to run up your credit cards.
That is correct. We would typically not encourage.
That's a fun trick.
That's right. And we're doing another promo through Now Till They're Gone. We're giving out a fanny shaker as a closing gift.
Yes.
What's a fanny shaker?
A fanny shaker. It's my invention, but I've already bankrupted my company, I guess. So I have all these fanny shakers, and it is a belt that has snaps attached. Just look at our social. I am wearing one for the 0.5% temporary buy down. So you can see it in action.
By the way, she did hit that field goal twice. I know it looks
I didn't miss it once. I did not miss it one time.
She did hit it 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
That's pretty cool.
I'll take anybody out there and have that contest. That's fun. But the fanny shaker, it can adjust down in case you want to give it to your kid, or it can adjust up, or you can have two combined if you're a husky kind of person.
Yep.
And you can choose any college color. I have them all.
That's right.
So
of course, orange and white's the best color.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So free closing gift.
I love it.
Now until the end of the year. Until they're gone.
Until they're gone.
And then the last thing we want to touch on, if you're in the Knoxville area, we had a reverse event a few months ago. It's a great turnout, 80 plus people.
I just had a reverse deal that we did, and it is some of my parents' friends, and they had deferred maintenance on their home, and both of them had retired, but things aren't working out in their retirement because one of them got very sick, and so they're just trying to figure out a way they can hang on to their home and live in it, and also make it, handicap accessible and fix the deferred maintenance. And so we looked into this reverse mortgage for them, and they were able to correct all the maintenance, and they were able to, they now have no monthly payment, which takes a lot of pressure off, and the medical bills are, at this point, everything's just streamlined out for them, and they have removed a huge stress.
Big deal.
And that was the only answer.
It is, so in a lot of cases, it'll be the only answer. In some cases, it's just a really smart answer. And that's typically what we see is you have people on two very opposite sides of a spectrum, like a barbell. Like you'll have people that absolutely need it, and that's the only thing. And then you have some people that are very wealthy that use it as a cash flow tool. And so it has application all over the place. Where does it help you as a realtor? Let's say you've got a borrower. They live in Loudoun County, and their home is worth $450,000, and they really want to move closer to their kids in Jefferson County, but the house near their kids is $650,000, and they just can't make it work. It's in their budget. Like, my house is paid off now, and these interest rates and blah blah blah. Totally get it. It's a reasonable thing to do. With a reverse mortgage, they could borrow that $200,000. Never have to make a payment on it ever. And so they can upsize home, get closer to the kids, do what they need to do, and never have to make a monthly payment. And they might even be able to get a line of credit off of that they could use as a cash flow tool. So it gets people out of this issue of, I'm stuck in my house, right?
Yeah. And it gets them into maybe the house that they need to, grow older in and
That's
age
right.
in and whatnot, and how that house needs to be situated. And it gets you guys potentially a larger sale.
That's right. Yep.
Because if they're not capped at $450, which is what they'd make off their house, then sky's the limit on that too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that we're doing another one in Nashville. If you want to make a drive, if you're in the Nashville area, we'll be there on Wednesday,
Next week.
September the 10th at 10:30/11 o'clock at Pinewood Social. So
Yeah, very
reach out
cool
to us and
space.
we'll get you there.
Yeah. So
10 minutes and 30 seconds.
pretty good. We are rusty.
Holler at us. Let us know how we did and stuff. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right.
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.